Hello everybody and welcome to Art and Design. I have been waiting for this package for about 16 months now, since I backed it on Kickstarter, and it has finally arrived, the Sketchboard Pro for iPad. So this is the Sketchboard Pro for iPad artists. This is essentially a board that you can put your iPad into, and it makes drawing on the iPad better, supposedly. This is developed by Braintree House. It costs around $119 to buy. And if you want to get one of these for yourself, then you can visit the affiliate link in the description. And if you purchase using the code Art and Design before the 9th of March 2021, then you get a 10% discount off your Sketchboard Pro. The problem with drawing consistent professional work on the iPad is that it can be stressful on your body. Holding the iPad in your hands for hours while you draw can cause numbness in your hands and arms, discomfort on your shoulders from having to float your arms so much while drawing, and pain in the neck from having to look down so much. So this product is supposed to alleviate some of these problems. So we'll get into that. So this is the product itself. It comes with just this one tiny little booklet, and this is all the instructions that we get. This is how we're supposed to hold it, and here's how we're supposed to use it if you want to use it in portrait mode or if we want to use it in landscape mode. Here we have the product itself. Pretty nice packaging. I like the sort of illustrations on the bottom here. And this is it. This is the Sketchboard Pro. As you can see, it's mostly made out of plastic. There's some silicone here and some magnets and a few other bits and bobs, but it's very, very stable, and that's due to these things right here, these very, very large rubbery feet, which you can open and close so you can dictate the drawing position that you want. So now I'm propping it up in landscape mode, and this thing, it doesn't move. It's absolutely a fantastic foundation for the iPad, so absolute props for that. The construction is mostly made out of plastic, but with this sort of silicone or rubbery material on the inside, and this is where the iPad sits, inside this sort of rubbery enclosure. And on the side over here, we have the charging port. And it's very easy to find the way on the back side. You can definitely feel it there. And then you just plop in your iPad, plug it in, and there you go. Now you have a smooth drawing surface. You can rest your hand now outside the iPad. And to me, this feels like the ultimate drawing experience on the iPad. It makes the iPad feel like it's paper thin. Absolutely just folds right into the surface. It props it up so it's in a nice drawing position. It's at an angle so you can comfortably look at it. It has a stand for the iPad pencil. You can put that in there. So you can definitely see there's so much attention to detail with regards to features and usability that just makes this product so unique, so well built. It even has magnets to hold it in place so you can shake it around a fair bit. Obviously can't go too hard or else it'll fall off, but you can pick it up and walk around with it. Just make sure not to bump too hard into some objects. Ideally, you should hold it like this. That way you're safe. If you accidentally bump something, you can sort of catch it with your hand. So all the features and functionality aside, what is it actually like to use? So for this, I decided to go all in and put on a drawing glove and just try to draw from the edge and all the way, utilize the entire canvas. And I can definitely see that this gives me more stability. To me, where I found it makes the most amount of difference is interacting with the interface, because the interface is usually located on the edges of the canvas. So whenever you're picking like a color or, going to the layers or picking a brush or something like that, that's the moments where your hand starts to hover or you start to arch your hand in a way that is uncomfortable. And this is the whole point. It's not that hovering the hand for a split moment while you're picking a color. It's not that that's very difficult or that it requires a huge amount of effort. It's that repeated effort. Whenever you're, working within a tool for, hours on end, maybe you're drawing for, 4 to 6 hours a day, then this becomes a problem, because then you might start to develop carpal tunnel syndrome, or you get shoulder pains or neck pains or something like that. This is designed exactly for that. So you can just rest your hand, you're in a natural drawing position, and it just feels like this is the way that it's supposed to be. The only downside that I see with it is the material difference between the plastic on the outside, the silicone mat that is on the inside, and then the glass of the iPad. Whenever you're drawing and you switch between these materials, you can definitely notice there's a sort of change in friction. And it's mostly between the plastic and the silicone. The silicone and the iPad actually they're fairly similar. They grab the hand in a very similar way, but once you get to the plastic area, that's where the hand slips a little bit. It's not a big deal, but definitely something that needs to be mentioned. Another thing that needs to be mentioned is the quality of the audio. Obviously the iPad sits in this silicone mat here, so it's going to affect the quality of the audio. I'm reluctant to say that it's not bad, really isn't. It dampens the higher frequencies a little bit, and you can definitely hear that. So my overall experience of using this, drawing with it, it's overwhelmingly positive. If you have shoulder pains or neck pains, or you would like to get a better drawing experience out of your iPad, then I would definitely recommend this thing. If you want to see more of these types of videos from the channel in the future, then do click that like button so that I can understand that this is the sort of videos that you want to see more of in the future. Other than that, I want to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.